Hello and welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we are going to learn how to add data into the tables present in our database. So we have already created a table which is called as book, and that is actually going to hold up the information related to books for us. And what we are going to do is that we are basically going to go ahead and add some data or add some information into that table. So there are actually a lot of ways to do that, and in this lecture we are going to learn the most difficult way to do it, because the thing is that we actually need to learn each and every way, because sometimes the difficult way is actually the most optimal way to do something. So let's go ahead and learn how to do that. So the first thing which you need to do is that you need to type in Python manage.py shell, and that is actually going to give you access, or that is going to open up a Python interactive console or Python interactive shell. So in this you could type in the Python code which you want. So right now we are going to use the same thing to make changes to the database. So as I earlier mentioned, the database is actually nothing but the model which we are using. So what you need to do is that you need to import the table which is nothing but books, so that you could actually go ahead and insert data into that particular table. So right now that table is present in the models. So what you need to do is that you need to import that first, even before you could use it. So for importing it, you need to type in from books, or I guess it should be, yeah, it should be books. So you type in from books dot models import, and the table name is book. So if you hit enter, it is actually going to import book for you. And now if you type in book dot objects dot all, that is if you want to list out each and every object in the books table, as you could see it gave us a query set, and right now it has nothing, because right now the table does not have any information. Now in order to insert information into that particular table, what you need to do is that you actually need to go ahead and create object of that particular table. So the table is nothing but book, so you need to create an object of book. So we have already gone through object creation in the Python lectures. So you simply need to type in the object name. So let's say the object name is A. So we type A equals book, have a parenthesis, and hit enter. So what this means is that we have created an object A which is nothing but object of the class book. So now in order to save data into that object, you could type in A dot the name of the particular field. So if you open up models.py, as you could see, we have name, author, price, and type. So you could type in a dot name equals, and you could specify the name of that book as, let's say, life. So this is not an actual book. I am just typing some random names here. So the name of the book is going to be life, and let's say the author of this book is some guy who is named as ABC. So you could type in a dot author equals in double quotes ABC, hit enter. You also need to save in the price, so you type in a dot, sorry, that should be a dot price. So you type in a dot price equals to, let's say, $10, hit enter. You would type in a dot type equals, let's say this is business book. So let's type in business, hit enter. And now as each and every field is complete, the final thing which you need to do is that you need to save the changes which you have made to this particular object. And I hope business is actually spelled correct. Okay, so now when you want to save the changes, you simply need to type in a dot save, which is going to save the things which are entered by you. And after typing in save, you simply need to have a parenthesis and hit enter, and that is actually going to save all the changes for you. So now whenever you need to access the information in that particular object, you simply need to type in a dot name and hit enter. So it is going to give you the name of the book as life, and if you type a dot author, hit enter, it is going to give you the name of the author. if you type in a.price, it is going to give you the price of that particular book. Now similar to A, you could also go ahead and create another object B, which is actually going to store information of another book. So in this manner, you could go ahead and save information of multiple books in your database. Now this is actually a hard way to store the information, and we are also going to learn a much more easier way of actually going ahead and putting up information into your database. But this was just an example so as to give you guys an idea of how things actually work in Django. So in Django we have models which basically have classes. So the classes are nothing but tables which are going to hold up our information, and basically we create objects of the class to hold the information for each and every row. So here we have entered information of one particular book, and the book name was ABC. So when we go ahead and define each and every attribute, final thing which you need to do is that you need to save those attributes by typing in the object name .save, and that particular book is going to be stored into your database. So that's it for this lecture, and I hope you guys understood how to actually go ahead and add data into your database. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.